Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a meeting of the Coterie of Ass-Talking Gentlemen. Make sure you flash us your tweets using hashtag TalkingAss. Let's move forward with the introductions. Kelly, would you like to introduce yourself to everyone?
Yes, I'm Kelly Toole at KELLYTHUL on Twitter and Lord God Emperor of Dragontown.
And Tony, would you like to introduce yourself to everyone?
Hey everybody, I am Tony Solo on Twitter, and I am a resident in Ice Station Zero here in New Jersey.
Interesting. So Kelly hasn't picked you up yet for his micronation.
No, I saw a tweet or two about it, but I haven't been invited. I don't.
We have a flag, so that's the main point we're trying to make right now. I'm getting the
I feel
core
like that's primarily what you need.
Yeah, a lot of work went into that flag too.
Okay, so what are the pluses and minuses to being in this micronation? Like, what are taxes like?
Well, the good news is you get to pay them in burlap because our currency is burlap based. So that part's nice. Well, Dragontown takes a view that the money it's your money. It's best spent. Dragontown is strongest when the money's in your hands.
Okay, so
except a little. We need a little.
Would we be hashtagging thanks Kelly Toole or because in America they hashtag thanks Obama.
Yeah, I think thanks Lord God Emperor Toole would be the actual hashtag, which would be a little long, but we're still refining the title. But
yeah, you'd be able to tweet out the hashtag or put out the hashtag and not anything else along with it. Like, my garbage got picked up today. Hashtag God Emperor Lord and Blessed Savior of Dragon Town, is it called?
Dragontown.
Yeah, I guess that would just fill up the whole thing and forget about
but
the
that's
garbage
not
picked
what
up.
we're here to talk about.
And I'm Mike, at Official Pagan. So, getting this a little bit back on track, what did you guys think about the new installments of the assistant?
So the one thing I was really struck by is because I had laser-like attention to every moment on the show, but the transition between the two was the smoothest transition between two assistant episodes ever, and that for a second I didn't realize I was in the second episode. It's like, well, I can't. It looked like the battle was happening in paper, but very smooth transition between the two episodes.
Yeah, I agree. It was interesting because it could have been just one long episode, because one ended and the other one started. It was, it was one of those smooth ones. I will say that.
Now, do you agree with the decision of making it 2 episodes then, or would you have rather seen it as one long episode?
Well, it did allow me to binge watch the episodes and do them all together, so I liked it. I liked being able to binge watch them, so I can support the 2 episodes because I didn't have to wait.
I have a very short attention span, so the shorter the episodes are, the better it is for me. And even though if you would have put them together and made one long episode, it was still short, I probably would have fell asleep right around where the first one ended, and I may have missed part of Battle 2, which was awesome. I have to find out where Dylan went to stunt school for that one because I loved watching Dylan kick his own ass again. It was pretty cool.
I'm gonna imagine there's gonna be a pretty long recovery time before the next episode because he did not hold back.
Well, the snow got pretty beat up though.
So, Mike, what was your favorite part of the 2 episodes, if you could pick one?
It's kind of tough to say. Honestly, the main thing that was going through my head is I would love to see sort of a blooper reel or outtakes from this. Like, I know he does a lot of it all in one take, but I wonder if there was a dry run through of any of this. and I'd be curious to see that.
Well, I'm gonna call a little bit foul on that because um, when Dylan was out looking for the $1 million bill, which I'd love to have $1 million bill or just $1 million. It could be $1,000,001 bills. I'd take that too. But he was kind of following footprints that were going through, like everywhere else it was virgin snow. So it was kind of a little bit, it seemed as if that $1 million bill was planted by somebody. So he could have just followed his own footsteps to find what he was looking for.
Unless those were Gary's footsteps.
I think at the beginning of that episode, though, he and Gary don't seem to be getting along. At least that was my impression of what the current status was between Mr. Dylan and Gary.
I kind of miss Gary, by the way. I'd like to hear Gary read like some Dr. Seuss books or something like that. I think that would be fun.
Maybe something from Charles Dickens. That could also be interesting. A lot of words. Or Shakespeare.
Shakespeare would be good. Chaucer. A little Chaucer would be good. The Squire's Tale. That would be nice.
I think Chaucer's an excellent selection there.
Maybe, and I know Dylan's got big plans for the assistant to carry on, but maybe when he's done with that, we could get Dylan's cut on the Canterbury Tales. Or maybe he can work in some of the Canterbury Tales into the assistant.
Or he could.
That would be interesting.
Or he could start with some Dr. Seuss type stuff.
Dr. Seuss or the Canterbury Tales?
What if there was a alternate universe crossover of Dr. Seuss does the Canterbury Tales?
That sounds like gold for Dylan to me. He needs to make that happen. That would be great.
Wow. Haven't even gone there.
That would actually be pretty incredible. Dylan doing a one-man show of the Canterbury Tales, but with the rhyming structure of Dr. Seuss.
In Gary's voice.
Oh, that would hurt. He'd have to use, like, he could do two voices, and he'd have to have his face, like, half woman, half man, or whatever, and then he'd just keep on do the changing profile thing, where one side he'd be the female voice, he'd be up high like this, and then he'd turn the other way, and you'd see the male persona, and then he could do that Gary voice, which I'm not even going to try.
It looks like it
This
hurts.
is amazing. I really want this to happen.
Hope Dylan catches this, because you got ideas, man. You need to.
Well, a couple episodes ago, he did mention Myrna. So if he can't get a real live Myrna to help him out, he could actually do the Myrna thing, like red-haired wig on one side, and then he'd be just Dylan on the other side, and he'd just keep on flipping back and forth, and that would work. But the mysterious Dr. Mike hasn't shown up yet. I thought we were going to see him by now.
I would have thought so, too.
We can only hope.
Yeah, it would seem like so what would be really great is kind of a two-man battle scene where Dr. Mike and Dylan are being attacked by invisible attackers, which would be pretty awesome. Just an idea thrown out there.
I would love to just see Dr. Mike. Dylan.
So is his name Dr. Mike Dylan? I think it is.
No, I'm just letting Dylan know that, in my humble opinion, Dr. Mike should make an appearance.
Or Marshall Mike Dylan, because he can't be Matt Dylan, but he'd be Marshall Dr. Mike Dylan. Dylan.
Dylan.
Dylan.
Yeah, and so battle. We have two battles now. Do either of you have a favorite between the two?
I think I still like the original one only because of the lightsaber that pops up in that one. and that battle was a little bit longer. But it feels like this battle probably hurt more. I'm thinking maybe that's why it was so short.
I have to go original just because it was the original. At that point, I had no idea we could see something like that.
And this was the other arc I noticed, was the original battle, lightsaber. The second battle, snow. So I think what you're seeing here is a kind of a Star Wars progression where you had
Snow sabers.
New Hope, that was lightsabers. Battle number 2, we're on Hoth, kind of that parallel, drawing a connection. So that means somehow Ewoks will be involved in the third battle, which will be awesome. So
long as we don't get up to Jar Jar Binks, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm with you. Dylan.
If he could work out a Tauntaun, that'd be great too.
Oh,
that'd be awesome. Dylan.
Get some droids.
Dylan.
Dylan. This is so much fun. So with that, we don't know when the next 2 episodes are going to come up. I know that he is, from what I've seen in his tweets and things that he may have said on other shows, that he is working things out and putting things together, but don't have any confirmation either way when we're going to get any new episodes. So what do you think the significance of that $1 million bill was?
I have no clue whatsoever at all. Do you?
Other than, the name of the episode was Paper. So there has to be something special about that, and obviously there's no such thing, and Dylan says it himself, there's no such thing as a $1 million bill. So was there information on that thing? I don't know. I guess we'll have to find out. That's one of the unanswered questions. What was the significance of that $1 million bill? Or it could be a red herring. Maybe it's not significant at all.
And I have the retention of a small infant, so you'll need to help me out here. Did Dylan retain the $1 million bill throughout the battle, or did he lose it? He still has it, right?
No, he does not. He got his ass kicked.
That's right.
And he put his hand in his pocket, and at the end, I believe he says some pretty strong language along the lines of, "Is that what you wanted, you snow shovelers?" and things of that nature.
Snowblower.
Yes. Yes. I heard that joke. That's why Frosty got excited.
I have no idea.
Snowblower was coming.
So
Mike's heard it before.
So outside of we're waiting for the next episode, and we're waiting for Dr. Mike.
Dylan. We're all waiting for Dr. Mike, Dylan.
Bring on Dr. Mike.
No Mike, no peace.
That's funny. And with that, we'll end this mess until the next time. Good night, everyone.
Good night, and we are bigger on the inside.